Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to our very first edition of the Relief Report. I'm Stephanie Clairmont, your digestive dietitian, and this show is all about getting you feeling more like your beautiful, wonderful, normal self, getting rid of those digestive health issues related to IBS, IBD, or some other digestive icky thing that's going on in your body, things like gas and bloating, abdominal pain, discomfort, diarrhea, constipation. We are not meant to live with all of that yucky stuff on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So I'm here back with you in 2018 to give you some weekly tips, strategies, advice, and love and encouragement that you can absolutely do this. Today, in our first episode, I want to chat with you a little bit about binge eating. Now, a lot of us, I'd say most of us, probably have a point in the day, or maybe not every day, every other day, or whatever, when, that might be that moment that you get really hungry. Has that ever happened to you where maybe it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or maybe it's like, for me, it can be that 4 or 5 o'clock time when I get absolutely starving some days, and I tend to kind of eat a little bit. Now, just because you go a bit overboard with snacks from time to time doesn't mean you have a binge eating disorder or any type of eating disorder, but it can be something that we kind of deal with, and we need to figure out why. When we overeat, or I don't want to call it binge eating, but that's what it feels like sometimes when we go, oh, I'm binging on this food, and it's not that disorder, but it's, you're overdoing it a little bit. And when that happens, there's probably a couple of reasons why it's happening. So that's what we're going to talk about and give you some tips to manage that better. But it also, when we have digestive health issues and we're trying to eat really well for digestive health, maybe you're eating low FODMAP or moderate low FODMAP, or you're in the Clarity program with me and trying to eat good for good gut health, following those steps to take care of your body. Make sure that it's working properly. When you get really hungry, you get totally thrown off. And that's when you choose those foods that are not so great for your digestive health, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? So I think you do. So let's talk a little bit about that. So, there's a lot of different reasons why we eat. It could be stress, awkward social encounters, problems at work, boredom, you're actually hungry. There's lots of different reasons. And so, we have to figure out why you're overeating at 4 or 5 o'clock at night, or whenever that time is that you're overeating. One of the big reasons that I find people overeat is because they're not getting enough food through the day. So one, you're not getting enough calories through the day. Maybe you're trying to eat light and not eat too much, and then boom, 4 or 5 hits and you're starving. Or you're not getting enough protein or fiber at your meals. So if your meals are a bit light, like let's say at lunch you just have a sandwich with some eggs or bacon or tofu or tempeh or whatever on it, you don't really have a lot of calories at lunch, and you don't really have a lot of protein or a lot of fiber. So protein would be things like, that tofu or tempeh, beans, nuts and seeds, any kind of meat or fish or eggs. And then fiber would come from vegetables, which we tend to not really eat a ton of during the day. So those could be some reasons why, your meals just aren't complete during the day, and then you get really hungry and your body's actually telling you, hey, I need calories. That could be one reason. The other really interesting reason that we would eat, or that we would kind of binge and overdo it, is that when we do overeat, we sometimes get these feelings of pleasure due to the release of hormones, and hormones are chemicals that are released in the body that tell us we're happy and we're satisfied, and that can come with eating. And so one thing that happens is if you always overeat at a certain time, let's say 4 or 5 when you're making dinner, but whatever time, this can happen to you, every day your body kind of gets into that routine of having that pleasure feeling, that happy feeling, that satisfied feeling. And then you can kind of like lead into eating when you don't need to eat, or you're not hungry, and can kind of build into a routine, or your body is just like waiting for it or expecting it. So one, it's good to have this information and this knowledge. So now knowledge is power. You can do what you want with it. A few tips. One, make sure that you plan out your food throughout the day. You should be getting the bulk of your calories that you need in the day, which is the food that you eat, before dinner time. I usually tell my clients like 75% of the food that you need in a day should be before, 5 o'clock or dinner time. So really make sure that you're packing in like some good snacks through the day. You're including those fiber-rich foods, maybe some cooked vegetables at lunchtime, and you're really packing that in and making sure that you have enough. You're not overdoing it, but you're really making sure you have enough protein and vegetables and other fiber sources in your meals. And then while you're cooking, connect with that feeling of hunger. Are you hungry? Do you need a snack? If so, have a healthy snack while you're cooking or before you're cooking, so you don't graze or continue to eat. Have something nice and filling, like a little handful of nuts or some cheese, or like a quick little smoothie, something that you can have either in the afternoon or before you start cooking. And then while you're cooking, have conversations. You can maybe do a little bit of like exercises in the kitchen, walk around, try to distract yourself so that you're not putting that food in your mouth. But I really think if you prepare yourself before dinner, you won't be in that kind of snacky mood. Also, when you're cooking, kind of put stuff away as you're cooking. So like the dish of olives doesn't stay out there, or, whatever you're cooking and working on. See what works for you. Everyone, my friend, is unique and different. You hear me say that all the time. And just do the best that you can. All right. Now, if you haven't joined us over on Instagram, we are doing a 7-day digestive reset right now. So we started January 1st. Today is day 3. You are very welcome to come on over and join us. You just want to like my profile. It's my name. So at Stephanie Clairmont. If you search for me, you'll find me on Instagram. And we are in day number 3 of our digestive reset, where we're actually going through every day, and I'm giving you some solid strategies that help for all my clients to get them to relieve those gut health issues and kind of calm the digestive system and get your body working back to the way it should be. So if you want to join me, head on over to Instagram. Again, my profile is Stephanie Clairmont, and join us for the next 7 days. Well, now we're in day 3, so the next 5 days of the digestive reset, and get your body working properly. All right. It was so nice to see you guys in 2018. I'm wishing you the very, very best for this year. And don't forget, I am here to support you and love on you and give you all the information you need to get that gut working properly. All right. I'll see you again soon. Bye.